Right, I can see a wind being a problem today. Okay. Oh, right. It's the first today, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's good. I think it's a great idea. This is really good. Yeah. Hi, Elise.
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. You come with armoured up, are you?
I've got a couple of folders.
Yeah. What have you got?
Before.
Oh yeah, I've seen them before. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So we've got the lovely Lisa here today. It is the 1st of November, and we are in Glastonbury. Up here. All right, John. We picked up a fairly good spot. You know. Are you guys okay on video if I accidentally catch you? No, then I won't then. That's it. I thought I'd ask first. No problem. No, that's fine. Are you okay? Because I was going to announce and say what a great job this is.
I will do everywhere, man. How do you say, starring other people?
Yes.
I'm in every camera.
Are you?
Yes, man.
Yeah. This is, I think this is amazing, guys. Right next to our stand, we've got a barber who's come out, and he's, this is his sign, no charge, helping the homeless in need. What an act of kindness, hey? How brilliant's that? There you go, well done, buddy. You know, I think that's fantastic, that. Yeah, and he's getting a good haircut as well, look at that. He's getting a really good haircut. Excellent. How lovely that is. I mean, that's Glastonbury for you. You know, like, someone's taking his time out, he's come out and he's cutting hair for the homeless. No charge. That's absolutely brilliant, that. Oh. Alright, I think we've got Araya here. Yeah. You alright? Hiya, okay. Yep. Right. I think I've seen you before. Was it? Did we see a camp?
I mean, I saw the accounts, but last year.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Last year, yeah.
All right, it's been a while. Because a lot's happened since it, you know, for a while.
Yeah.
So, oh. Right, let's get a few leaflets and let's start talking to people. Right, haven't got a lot today because I've got enough leaflets to do Yeovil and Weymouth, so I had to. That's all we've got really. We give out so much. You said I wasn't expecting that yesterday. So, yeah, guys, do you want a leaflet there?
Thank you.
Yeah. I would stick for hand out the leaflets, Lisa. You know, for those who actually pay attention and watch, because we'll go through these in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I haven't got many left now.
Oh, you're only giving them to people that are generally.
Yeah, I mean, like these guys, they just stop for 2 seconds. They need a leaflet, you know. But yeah, I've done that one. All right.
Yeah, we've been lied to for a very long time. Basically, every single culture on earth, from the Dolphins in Africa, the Native Americans, the Hindus, always knew the earth was flat, and they have a whole cosmology around it.
Yeah.
And then about 500 years ago, some of the Freemasons started to come up with the lie, started to say, oh, it might be a ball. basically they rely on people's stupidity to think that the lights that you see in the sky are physical as well, and they're not. So the planets, what we call planets, is a very new term. Before that, they used to be called luminaries, and luminaries means light. What you see in the sky, Mars, Venus, the Sun, when you get lights, there are actually lights in the sky. So you can't get fucked down on the lights. Right, anyway, so that's number one, right?
Yeah.
However, yeah, there are the fixed stars that they don't move, right? And then the wandering stars are what we call the planets, which is Mars, Venus, and so on. So they all rule a different realm. I mean, if you start looking at the cosmology, there's all different things out there, but the one that makes the most sense is the one that's literally in all cultures, which is like an egg universe. So there's like one ring, the first ring of Earth is at the top, it's called Mount Nero. In all northern mythology, it's called a star. So it's meant to be at the top, like at the top of the tree, because we really plant planet, we live on the plant, not the planet, we live on the plant. This is the tree of life, that's what we live. So it's been chopped off many a time, that's why you can see remnants of like really old trees that have been petrified and so on. So the second ring down is our Earth, so that's ruled by Artemis and Apollo, which is our sun and moon. Then the ring after that is ruled by the giants. Well, the giants live on there, and then it's ruled by Mars and Venus. Mars and Venus also in the Bible are Adam and Eve. Adam means the red man, and Mars is the red planet. Well, it's not a planet, so this is what they changed the name from luminary to planet, for you to believe it's a physical thing like us, but we're not alive, we don't shine, you know, everything shines on top of the earth, so we're not alive. So and then Venus, Eve, there's Eve in Venus. It's all about etymology. Also start learning about the magic of words, where all the words come from. You realize you don't like it. Now, I personally have done a lot of experiments that proved to me that the Earth was flat. I used to sail boats, but I didn't know about the flat Earth then. But I was able to. I used to record all the data where I went and so on. So I remember going. I used to sail quite a lot, and I used to look at the telescope with the binoculars. You know, like hours later, and I could still see something that was recorded about 250 miles away. Now, according to for the ball to work, for the ball Earth to work, the Earth, they say, is 24,000 miles in circumference. So for that to happen, you would have to curve 8 inches per mile. I can see the whole island 250 miles away. Now, when you think about it, so listen to that, they think that we flat earthers are crazy. Right, they tell you that the Earth is meant to be spinning, not just 1,040 miles an hour on itself, how the fuck you take a picture of something flying that fast, but also it's meant to be going 66,000 miles, 66,000 miles an hour around some sun.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, right. Great seeing you. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's good. We've got a good turnout today. Yeah.
Okay, the plane, the top speed for planes is about 700 miles per hour. Top, right? So how the fuck, if you're in London trying to get to Paris with the Earth meaning to go like that, how do you reach something that's going faster than you? If the plane is only 700 miles an hour, the Earth is going faster. You might as well travel the other way around, you'll reach your destination, otherwise you'll never reach it. You know what I mean? Like, so we've been lied to about everything. That's because NASA is basically it's basically behind the military complex on Earth. It is the biggest Freemasonry military complex on Earth. They take trillions on trillions of dollars of people's taxes money to produce what? CGI on a Hollywood movie. That's all NASA is, it's a Hollywood movie. So we need to bring NASA down because we need to reclaim all that money that they've stolen for a life. And when if people say to me, but oh, who cares whether it's flat or round? Like I don't care, it's not going to change anything. Well, that means you're telling me you don't care being lied to. That means that, you know, I don't like to be lied to. They're lying to us because there's more land at the top, at Mount Nero, and then there's more land at the south as well. But they have a treaty, they have two treaties, the Arctic Treaty and the Antarctic Treaty, which means no one, unless you're in the military, can go there. They've shot a few people, and if you go there on the boat, they're an insect or what, no one is allowed at the Arctic, unless you're like, you know, president, military, or like part of the conspiracy, basically. Now, so how to tell whether people like Putin, you know, people say Putin, you know, in Russia is a better person who's trying to bring down the Mondial. Well, it's true, good for him, but he's also got a space fucking program. So that means if you've got a space program, you're in on the fucking line. They're all in on it. So only the countries that haven't got a space program are not in on the line, which means like globalism is already there, like their global fucking bullshit is already there because literally all countries are in on it. You know, who takes the profit? Well, government means mind control. That's what it means. Govern to mentor the mind. So it's to control your mind. And they don't want anyone to make it. So waking up is just not meditation. It's not news about meditation. It's about all the lies, exposing all the lies of people that wants to make the most of the world. It never happened. Nothing shit like that.
Well done.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Cool.
Wow. You went in there hot there, didn't you? You're right there, buddy. Let's meet you.
Oh, mate. How you doing?
Brilliant. Yes.
Finally. That's really cool. It just so happens that I was like online. Oh my God, they're in Glastonbury. What now? Like stormtrooper into town, you know.
Yeah.
Out of breath on this.
We stayed at Lisa's last night, and so that was so in the warm last night.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I thought, well, you know, like, because you know this is a half and half, isn't it?
Oh, shame I didn't know, because you could have even parked outside my house, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's okay. We had free parking last night. It was all right. Yeah, and we literally we're in the St John's. We're over the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, very close.
And now the sun's coming out, so people will start to come out.
Yeah. Explain to yourself. Your
Nicholas Vedic Viking.
Vedic
It's me.
Viking.
You see me online a lot with a spanner sometimes. It's me in the flesh.
In the flesh, and he's come out to support us today.
In and out today.
Araya, she come out fighting there. That was really good.
I met her a couple of times.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's good, and you'll have. It's very open-minded here. A lot of very interesting people.
I know. I arrived last night. I just stepped out of the the camper van, and then this lady walked past, and she goes, "You know what? I have been looking into this." You know, I don't. Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. So people do know. They are aware of it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've seen us yesterday. That was a different beast yesterday.
That's my old stomping ground. I'm from Bath.
Yeah.
Back in like the 80s and 90s, I spent all my years in Bath, growing up, and the mindset. Yeah. Very
Oh,
much.
that was very strange. That was
University town. A lot of money.
Well, it was worse than Oxford. That was.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah, surprised me that did.
No, interesting.
So yeah, I mean Cambridge, they were quite bright over there. Oxford, not so bright, but these ones very educated, really educated. Not intelligent, but very educated.
Well, yeah.
Very blinked.
The indoctrination on
Deep.
my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do know, but people just parrot, as you know. Everyone just
Parrot.
regurgitates.
Yeah. And do you understand that? You know what that means?
You know, they don't even know what they're talking about.
That's right. Yeah, but they give a good song.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Really good.
and what church is this? What's this one called? Do you know?
St John's.
St John's Church. So we're outside St John's, opposite the co-op, and we're in Glastonbury.
Nice bit of antiquitech there.
Oh right, yes. There you go, Martin.
Yeah, for you, mate.
Yeah, you need to have a look
I'm
at
sure
that.
we'll see this.
And, so we got the sign because I just checked the weather forecast. It's meant to be pissing down.
Well, it was this morning.
It was a little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
So
luckily, fingers crossed.
yeah, we need a good day today. Yeah, I'm afraid it's only half a day. We had to fit Yeovil in as well, and I'd like to have stayed here all day. Because I mean, I don't think this was originally on the tour, was it? Don't think it was.
No.
That was you kind of you kept on mentioning it.
I'm going to get to Bath because I've got a small daughter.
Yeah.
And my wife's working.
Right.
Logistics, right?
Yes,
and I can't
yes.
drive because my arm's still a bit shonky. So.
Yeah. No, we needed to go, man. It should have been on the tour in the beginning. This place, you know, as a full day stop, it should have been.
No, it's good anyway. You touch base and
We're here.
soak up the Glastonbury vibe.
Yeah. Well, we'll try and do it. You know, I don't know.
Tour as well,
We should
yeah.
get about 3 hours today, and then get off and do Yeovil and Weymouth tomorrow. And are you gonna try and get up to the finale?
I don't think I can.
No.
I mean, I'd love to.
Love to see a lot of
No,
people
I'd
get
love
up.
to. I would love to.
I said
But
to
it's just I may.
yeah,
But
share a ride
honesty,
with someone.
Yeah, I may be able to.
Yeah.
It's difficult at this point in my
I know.
life right now.
Yeah,
just with
yeah.
the kids and work.
Yes.
And all of the stuff that we're all
Yeah.
slaves to.
Slaves. God, no. See, I'm so lucky.
In my heart, I really want to, and if I can, I'll be there online. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Checking in. You know?
No, most of my kids are all grown up and like they kind of fend for themselves. So I've got my wife, and she's devoted to the kids, and I don't have to do anything really. So I'm very lucky.
I've got another little one now. So I've got a son
Right.
initially with my ex.
Yeah.
And now I've got a 6-year-old. You know, so
Got ya.
older dad. You know.
So tell us, Nicholas, how did you become a flat earther?
I think I've mentioned it a few times online, but originally in 1985,
Anyway, you are.
I lived in India, and I was living in the Himalayas because of my dad's work and school and stuff. So I was living in India, and I was 7,500 feet up. I used to go from 7,500 feet up to walks up in the Himalayan foothills to like 10,000 feet, you know, and then over the snow line. And you'd have these amazing views. I mean, crystal clear air.
Yeah.
The clouds
No air
at
density.
that height. No air density. Looking over the clouds at that height. Amazing, amazing views. And we used to go with this guy, you know, school trips with these big, powerful binoculars and telescopes. And you'd look through them. And you'd be sort of. And I asked the question then. I said, because I was always one of those kids that always questioned everything and annoyed everybody because of it. And I said, why is it that I'm looking so far away and nothing's curving away? And I remember asking that question as a 14, 15-year-old in 1985.
Yeah.
Because I could see through these binoculars the peaks of the mountains, and you'd think at that distance something would be bending, or they'd be like moving down, or
how far do you think?
Thinking, why is there just this straight view, crystal clear day?
Yeah. How far do you think?
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was a 15-year-old.
Be interesting.
It would be interesting to know how far I actually saw, because now we know second sight and all these other
I
things.
need to do these trips now. And where about? What do you know? What mountain that was that you were climbing?
Himalayan foothills. So at the bottom of that is a place called Mussoorie, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
At the bottom is Dehradun. Probably about 9 hours driving time north of Delhi.
I need to do something like this.
So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So a really good place to see long distance peaks.
That's right.
And you're above the clouds, like I said.
No air density, and you should be able to see. And if I bring out
So
I forget what are they using? The infrared.
Yeah.
If I bring out infrared as well.
Okay, if that guy
went down there.
Videos,
yeah.
The long distance infrared thing that he's adapted. In the Himalayas.
Can you imagine that?
Amazing.
Yes.
So there was me as a kid asking questions, saying, well, how come we don't see any kind of, you know, curve or dip or anything going off? And my teacher just said to me, oh, don't be so ridiculous. And that's all I got.
And closed you off.
And don't be so ridiculous. And then we're with a group of kids, you get distracted, life continues.
Peer pressure, yeah.
So life continued, and I always had these questions. I was very much into sort of the whole UFO thing, you know, sort of the 80s and 90s, and got trapped by David Icke for a while. And all that, you know,
yeah.
As most of us do.
Yeah.
And then in about 4 years ago now, I was just going through stuff on YouTube, and a Matt Powerland video came into my feed. And it, what
was it the comedy show one?
No,
it wasn't.
It was him sitting outdoors. A Crazy Notion, I think it was called.
Okay.
A Crazy Notion, something like that. He was sitting outdoors on a chair, and he had sort of a big painting, or he was outdoor environment.
Yeah.
And he was just saying all this stuff, and I just went, oh.
Penny was dropping.
That takes me right back to when I was a kid, watching these views, and I thought, no, this is insane. You know?
That must be a scary thought when someone's saying things like that. I mean, I was at home, but
I was just watching this video, and it's just suddenly, it's like, how could I describe it? You know, it's like one of those slot things. It just kind of went, everything just went, and within like literally an hour, my brain just fell out onto the table, and melted, and then came back together, and I thought, wow, I'm so glad.
Yes.
I'm so glad.
So we've all got this kind of like story. This first person that's kind of like
relieved.
Yes.
I felt relieved. Even though I didn't know why I felt relieved, even though I didn't really question through my youth and later years, because I got distracted by youth, you know, and the rave scene and DJing and all of that. It took me a long way away from questioning things about my reality, but then I sort of later come back to all of that.
And what about friends, family isolation?
No, not really. My parents are very, very spiritual, very open-minded. They go to India pretty much every year. They're into their Hinduism and stuff like that, you know, into that kind of culture, Indian culture, because we spent a long time in India, so they're very connected with all of that. So my mum kind of smiles, you know. She just says, well, you know, it's all illusion anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's what she says, you know. And I'm like, well, no, because you know, this is real. We need to know the truth,
seeds,
you know?
not what's it, rant? Seeds, not rant.
So I'd be very fortunate growing up with people around me that are very open. And travelling and living abroad, I think, has helped that on my journey anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and this conclusion, and then watching that video, and you know, just sort of, it was intense, you know.
Yeah.
And then watching all the Journalism videos. That was what I went to next.
That's right. Mine was Journalism Globebusters.
In space.
Bubbles.
And it was just like, oh, this is so ridiculous.
And he points out, what's it, divers and things that may be helping astronauts.
I was spending hours watching these, you know, where the chroma key had gone.
Yes,
wrong,
yes.
Slippers coming in.
That's
and
right.
I was like, oh my God.
There you go.
And then it would just sort of, it was so obvious.
It reaffirms everything that, of course it does.
It reaffirms everything, even though you didn't really know what you were questioning.
Yes.
It just reaffirms all of those
unanswered
feelings, you know. So yeah, very, very interesting. And then you have that obvious battle then after that, because even though you know, you still have that battle because everyone around you is like, oh right, or whatever.
Yes.
Society telling you another thing.
Yeah.
So you kind of have that kind of 1 minute tug of war moment, you know. But then it was quite easy, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
It just was so obvious.
I mean, it's been easy for me at home with family life and all that. Everyone's supporters, but I'm still crazy dad. You know, so
sure. Well,
it's okay. Yeah, I can cope with that. That's fine. You know, like as long as I'm spreading some sort of awareness, some sort of truth to people somewhere.
You know, I don't know. I don't want to get stuck in belief systems. I'm not religious in a sense. You know, I know there's a creator or whatever that is.
Okay.
Whatever this place
so at the
is.
moment, you're happy where you on what you know so
want to
far.
Know more, obviously.
Yes, of course we do.
We all want to know. We want the truth. You know, what this place is and where it goes. I personally think there's more land.
That's my view.
We know that doesn't work up there.
Yeah.
If I was a creator wanting humans to have a human experience as parts of God or whatever way you look at it, wouldn't it make more sense in a physical environment to make infinite land so people can explore and
you know what? It makes sense to me. See,
our do that as humans.
Our reality is based on our education and planets and things, and we must come away from that. That's right.
You never go up there.
Yeah.
So you're always stuck here, localised on your farm. You know, don't look this way. Don't go that way.
More land explains an awful lot for me.
Sense.
Of course it does.
It does make sense. And then people say, oh, but we're under a dome, and I'm like, well. Yeah, okay.
The very may well be.
Fields,
I don't know.
Fields, energy.
That could be a dome.
I kind of think that about energy fields, but then we don't know.
No.
I don't think there's a
guessing games. Guessing games.
That whole Christian mindset's a little bit. Oh, you're on the ball again.
Yes.
You're sticking yourself back on the ball by thinking you're trapped in a dome, and no, I don't go with that.
Yeah, maybe.
Creator, don't believe it. I think infinite land. We're trapped in an area. It makes more sense.
Right.
I don't know, I just think,
and at the end of the day, again, this is your journey as well, and absolutely. You're discovering it along your way.
It's all our own journey,
and in the end, one of us are going to be right, and hopefully.
I think a lot of us will be right. And a lot of us are right.
Yeah.
And I think there are several truths mixed in with it.
Yes.
As far as the physical, we will only ever know where this kind of place goes.
Yeah.
Mass amounts of people wake up.
I think in our lifetime we will get to know our physical model.
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope we know what's beyond.
Hope so. Yeah.
I hope we will be allowed to know what's, and if there is a barrier of some sort,
it
could well be separating realms. You know, the whole Martin Kenny cosmic egg.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of resonate with all of that because of being in India.
Yes.
And Vedic traditions. And listening to that whole side of life.
Right.
From all of them.
Yeah.
They talk about this. I've had this all my life. It's nothing new. This whole idea of more realms.
So all that side of it makes sense.
To me, it makes more sense. They call it the mandala.
Right.
You know, where you have dimensions above, dimensions below, but within the physical realm.
Yeah.
You have these other areas that you can't go. So is that the Van Allen belt? Is that separating these different areas? We don't know.
That's right. That's right.
It's all conjecture, right?
Yeah. Because we don't know what lies and how deep it all goes. We don't know.
People's getting stuck in these kind of belief systems, thinking, oh, it's this and it's always that, and it's, we really don't know.
No.
But we know one thing. It's all of this.
Yes, we're on the right track.
We're on the right track.
Yeah.
You know? And people just need to snap out of it, man.
Yeah.
Come and think a bit. You know, question a lot. Think a bit.
Yeah.
You know, don't just pass it by.
Yeah.
Because most people just watch NASA things on TV. It just flies by in a second. You don't even really study it. But we're like, watch it.
Yeah. Well, that's literally frame by frame. Just looking for that flaw. Yeah, I've done all that. That's right.
I think, you know, because you really want to know, right?
Yeah. Well, I did. Oh God, you know the SpaceX car going up. What's that? That was like a 4-hour video, and I tell you, when I say I watched that nearly frame by frame, I'm telling you, you know, like I spent
every little droplet on the bonnet, right?
Well, I was looking at the condensation on the windscreen, and like so, I did frame by frame on every little thing there.
It's
So
insane. I mean, as soon as that went, I was like, "Oh, you've got to be kidding me!" People are really this. I thought that was the cherry on the top.
Yes.
To open all this up.
you would
see?
think that everybody would just go, "Oh my
Just go,
God,
no,
look
that's
what's
it,
happening!"
that's
Yeah,
it.
they've
I thought
cocked
that
up.
was it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But people
They bought it.
can't even talk about it. So
They
ridiculous.
bought it. That's so crazy.
What?
I mean, there's one thing not believing in the moon landings and not, you know, like
Well, that's ridiculous anyway. But
that's right. But that, I mean, like that's in your face. That's a
that really
cartoon.
shows- to me, that's kind of like almost a test showing the level of insanity that we
Yeah.
do, the level of dumbing down. You know?
Yeah.
Really? People
Yeah.
actually think that's- whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on, people.
It's strange, isn't it? It
I'll let
is.
you get on 'cause I'm just
Yeah.
looking everything.
Yeah. Go ahead. You know, like and right. So let's get talking to you. So that was Nicholas. So he's down here to support us. There we go. The guys over there getting their haircuts. Brilliant. Yeah, it's Johnny for that. Okay. No problem. Right. No. You alright? Okay. Good. Right. I'm not sure how busy it'll get here today, but we'll see.
Ethers, I don't know about ethers. I think they're just slightly old-fashioned concept myself.
Yeah, but did you get this? Did you?
I've got one.
You got one, did you? So, how's your head feel? Feel all? Yeah, doesn't it? I love a haircut, I do. Okay, so people will be looking at the banner set up today. This is Glastonbury, a little bit quiet at the moment. Hopefully it picks up a little bit later. It's still a bit early. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a chat soon. We'll see. Yeah. Harry's doing his thing. So if you want to hear that conversation, open up another stream or get over to John Smith Globe Live and have a look at his channel. There you go. And he's just bringing people over. Yeah. Oh. Oh, what's that? They're coming. This is it.
Now recording.
Jesus. There's an awful. Right. There's a weird. Oh, there it is. Look at that one over there. There he is. He's over there.
Free technology, free energy technology.
Yeah.
In your face, jet engines.
There you go.
There you go. Hovering, look at that. Jet engines.
God, you should have heard the noise that was coming off that thing.
Yeah, people look at me funny when I say that. They're free engines. They know it's full of petrol.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
When they start looking at it, what's it, the Airbus A380?
Yeah.
Look
we've
into
seen
that one.
That's
That's nonsense. That. Yeah, something.
genius.
Yeah.
Jet engine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Airbus 380 levitating. No, I believe it's got some sort of fuel, some engine, you know, but it's not what we think. Yeah. Wow. So you've heard of it before, all this, have you?
Yeah.
And where are you at with it all?
I reckon it's mostly right.
Yeah. And where was you with the moon landings?
But I was fake, innit?
Yeah.
The 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11. Yeah.
I mean, you look Lockerbie, 9/11.
Yes.
Lockerbie, plane cut the sky, loads of damage everywhere and all that. 9/11, nothing left there, man.
Yeah. The very fact that, I mean, you could see that was a controlled demolition. That
Yeah,
was
sure.
definitely.
Yeah, Mike's right to say, because I've heard something. I've heard something from the internet or something. That the stars are meant to be 3 degrees off their axis.
Are they?
So I don't know if it's
Yeah.
right. I don't know if it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right,
About, yeah, I haven't heard that one myself, but I mean, these stars. I mean, like, I don't know if you know what parallax is. You know, like the stars kind of cross over. But we don't see any sign of that. These stars have been like, I don't know, since astronomy began. North Star, still the North Star, still there.
Still there, like.
I mean, like, and then you've got like the pyramids of Giza, perfectly aligned with Orion's belt, still there. I mean, if you think about all of these astronomical journeys, you know, like spinning 1,000 miles per hour.
Won't be falling off, like.
We're travelling at 67,000 miles an hour. We're being dragged through the solar system at 500,000 miles an hour. But all these stars are meant to be doing the same astronomical speeds, and yet we see it's the same stars.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, if we didn't have the same stars, I mean, how would astrology, you know, like happen, and horoscopes and that? Yeah, we're being told.
I've seen that one with Google when they had all them clouds imposed on it.
Oh, you seen that, did you?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you okay on camera? Because no, I'll keep you away then. You know. So
Yeah, you've seen it with the same photos,
yes,
the same clouds going along and everything.
yeah, that's right. They've been photoshopped, cloned. You know, like
So why are they doing that?
No,
the thing.
that's right.
If they're lying about one thing, they've got to be lying about something else.
they're messing around with us. They are. There's a guy there. That's Robert Simmons.
Yeah.
He's a data visualizer, and he takes you know, like aerographical photos.
Yeah.
They stitch them all together, called composites, and then he just puts it over a blank 3D sphere, and then the adds layering and all that in a radio interview. Like
Try and make it,
that's funny you should say that. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon. That's what you're referring to. That's what you're seeing. Yeah, and with the reels and all that, it kind of suggests that they were in low Earth orbit and they weren't there whatsoever. They were just kind of just high up. That was all.
I don't know much about science
Yeah.
stuff, but some people say that
They done the movie, didn't they? The 2001 Space Odyssey.
Okay. Yeah. Was that Stanley Kubrick as well? That one was it?
Kubrick, like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they already had all the stuff there to say that they're on the land moon. And, you know,
Yeah.
the moon and
So you have looked into it a
yeah,
fair
yeah,
bit.
I've looked
Well
into
done.
it, like, for sure.
Well done.
My
Well-
mind's always open, you know. Not
Yeah.
everything you read is the truth, obviously. But
Well-
you know, you work out your own shit, innit?
We're showing awareness today, and like, because a lot of people, they still believe in the moon landings. They still believe that.
Well,
What's
if we,
it?
like I said before, if we landed on the moon, we would have built on it.
We would have been back there by now.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You would have
You
like
know.
holidays. to the moon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The flight was
Did I give you a
easy.
leaflet?
Yeah, you give me one.
I
I'll
did.
take
Sorry.
another one now.
Yeah,
I'll
go
appreciate
ahead.
that one.
Of course you can.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we know we'd have holidays to the moon.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
spacewalks, you bounce along.
Yeah.
None of that.
It really doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Yeah, I do like the theory of flat Earth.
Yeah.
The
Well,
water as well, we've seen with the
I
water.
tell you what, it was a theory for me now. It's almost like, you know, because we've been doing this a while now, it's more of a knowing. It's self-evident truth, as when I see land that you shouldn't be able to see when it should be over the
Yeah,
curvature.
the boat doesn't go over, does it?
No, it doesn't. You know, zoom straight back in, and when it does disappear, it just disappears through perspective.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Angular
You're doing good.
resolution.
You're doing good.
Cheers, buddy. So just to let you know, there's a guy there who's he's giving off free haircuts, you know, free of charge, and it says on this sign over there. I just want you to see, because I thought it was brilliant. Look at this for a sign. No charge. How awesome's that? Okay. There's an act of kindness in Glastonbury there. I think that's brilliant.
I don't
That.
want to be on camera, but this is 20 quid just.
Oh, look at this.
At the moment, so
Thank you very much.
just to help. a little
Oh,
bit,
that's
isn't it?
brilliant. Yes. Yeah, I'll give that to Harry in a minute. He holds the purse strings.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, he's the man of the house. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
thank you
helps,
very
isn't it? Oh,
much.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Because I mean, you've been following on from
Well,
day
I've been
one,
jumping.
nearly, haven't you?
I know, because I've been. What am I going to do at home? You know, Fern's at school, and I'm like, my wife's at work,
Yeah.
and I'm off because of logistics.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm at home.
So
you
you're
know?
at home.
So I'm able to come on.
So have
do
you
my
have you
things.
become like addicted, as in a reality TV show like Essex Wives or something?
No, no, I need to get out. I need to get out more. But when you know, the thing is though, as you know, look, you're on a tour.
Yes.
You're passionate about it, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm not able to go somewhere
Yeah.
or do maybe what you're doing, or
Yeah.
be able to do that at this point in my life, then of course I'm gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
You know, because I want to be involved in it. because
That's right.
We all are.
I think that's what it is.
All at different levels, and then you get all these people making these ridiculous hit pieces, and they're a shell, and he's a shell, and they're an agent, and it's like,
Let's just move
oh my
on. Let's get
God,
on with
what's
this.
wrong with you people?
Yes. Let's move on.
No, seriously.
I must admit, I don't subscribe to the shills.
No,
I'm just not.
insane.
Yeah,
It's
carry on.
insane,
You know,
And
do
then
their
people-
worst.
And then people coming into the chat and then asking me like, oh, why have they done this? And I'm like, well, I'm an independent person, you know. I'm like, I'm just here.
Yeah. No.
If you want to do all that
Yeah.
drama,
Well,
get on
that's
with
the way I feel.
it. You know, I'm
you
not
know.
interested. I'm really not.
I given up answering to like ridiculous comments and things. I've given up on it. And sorry guys,
you know.
I was just going to say sorry guys. I've kind of at the moment I haven't been commenting on any of these kind comments on the the videos that we've done. It's just because it's so tiring, and when the tour's over, I'll spend a month trying to go through them all. So.
Because there are some very good
The guy
comments,
over the
very
road
positive.
just said that he's a pilot
Okay.
and he's been to Antarctica a lot of times.
All right.
In Argentina.
Yes.
And he was asking me questions about magnetism
Okay.
on the flat Earth.
Oh right.
And all
That's
I
interesting.
Said was that, on the flat Earth model, the North is in the middle. the South
Yes.
is in the
Yeah.
middle. I was kind of curious as to
Where it was going to go.
Obviously, like on a flat Earth model,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I said to him that, there are at least 5 or so
Yeah.
videos of pilots that are this plan.
Yes. Yes.
Check them out.
Yeah. I mean, the way I say about the magnetism in that, look, you're north, but north. So 90 degrees there, north, and west is here. So I've got west here, and then you're north. And as I'm still pointing to north, I'm still going west. So it's just a heading, west. I'm still going west, you're north. I mean, and that's all it is, and that's the way the continents work. That's the way that the yachts work, the sailboats work, the aeroplanes work. They just follow headings.
I've only got his first name in his contact, so I guess that's that.
Yeah. So I keep standing back. I think we're going to push someone in the road. You know. There you go. Would you like a leaflet there? There you go. So.
I can go into chat now. This is cool. I can go into chat. It's all live.
Yeah.
Exciting, isn't it?
All right. So Nicholas is joining the chat. Okay, now. Probably because I just knelt down and got. So okay now, yeah. All I did was kneel down. Yeah. I'm hoping that I can just get a little bit of battery power. There we go. Right.
Cheers, John.
There's just check me just check the connection. Like the 4G. Haven't got many. Haven't got that good a connection, but it's coping just. So yeah, a little bit quiet here. Glastonbury seems a little bit sleepy today. Yeah, I just said, yes, seems a bit sleepy here today.
It's a sleepy town.
Yes.
Yeah,
They were all partying last night. Now, I stayed at the lovely Lisa's last night, and we had, oh God, I don't know, 20 vampires turn up, I think, and So, but we were on the hangout at the time, and Lisa kind of chased them off. And it would have been such fun if Lisa had invited them in, and you could have all get to see these vampires.
While you were there.
Shh. Yeah. So, yeah. No, she didn't show me that part. But she's awesome. You need. We're trying to get her to show you guys her singing. She does this amazing Amy Winehouse song. Yeah, beautiful voice she's got. And Lisa actually sang at the Flat Earth conference that we had. She was singing there. If some of you went there and might remember her there. Well, if you haven't looked into the fuel hoax, it's worth a look, because I agree with that last comment that I just said. It is blatantly obvious they are not carrying all that fuel. I do accept that there is an engine. You can hear an engine fire up and go. So I think that's just a fire the engines for the compressed air, and they're not using all that fuel. Compressed, of course it is. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, we're being lied to on so many levels. And I think, as I talk to other people, we are all adults here. We should have the right to ask questions. Yeah, silly billies, we are. Joker's been on us far too long. I like to think that I'm not falling for all this nonsense no more. Everything's on the table. I will investigate everything that I used to believe in. How long have you been doing what you're doing?
About 4 months now. I
All
started
right.
at the beginning just before the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, just.
Do you like chocolate?
Oh, no, I'm allergic to dairy. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, so my friend who's with me, Jamuna, he feeds the homeless.
Okay.
I got the idea from him to help him out. And he said, well, we'll just do the haircuts with the food.
It's brilliant.
So just started it off.
Years and years ago, I wanted to get myself a big double-decker bus, and I wanted to put bedroom pods in them.
Yeah.
You know, and turn up, because that was when I had this idea. It was when we had. Do you remember Charing Cross? It was a Charing Cross where it has Cardboard City.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of I wanted to do something about it back then, and you know, life gets in the way, and then you don't do nothing.
There's responsibilities. You have to look after yourself as well, don't you?
Yeah.
It's hard to do everything.
Yeah.
And having a double-decker bus with like little pods on there would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Just travelling around.
Yeah.
Winter as
That's
well.
right, especially the winter.
Just,
Yeah. Who knows? You know, we're thinking about trying to get a bus for this our Flat Earth awareness and that, and maybe once we've done that, maybe we could turn it into one of them. You know, have you come across this?
well, I don't know a huge amount about it, but I do believe it is flat.
Yeah.
For some reason, I do believe it's not round.
Is it a gut feeling sort of thing?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah,
Have you ever been sailing or anything?
No.
You've been down to the beach, obviously, and and when you look at the sea, you see it is flat.
Yeah.
We were just talking to Nicholas. I don't know if you know Nicholas over there,
Yeah.
and he was talking about going up in the mountains in India. Are you okay on camera? You said when he goes up onto the mountains and all that. He said as a kid, 15-year-old kid, he said he could see for miles. You know, like hundreds of miles. I mean, like because there's no air density, no air pollution.
Yeah.
You know, so can you imagine when you're like in I don't know, let's say Mount Everest, for instance.
Yeah.
You could just see forever. You know,
Yeah.
like there's no pollution, no air pollution, and nothing. You're not meant to. It's all over the curvature.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like we've been like trying to enlighten people to these sort of pictures.
Right,
That's
okay.
this was in the Blackpool Gazette. Guy took a picture from the promenade,
Yeah.
65 miles all the way to the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Good clear day.
Look at that.
But the thing is,
There's no.
2,500 feet should be hidden. The highest mountain is 2,000 feet.
Oh, I see what it means. The distance, they should be behind the curvature if it was curved. Yes.
Does that make sense
Yeah,
to you?
yeah,
And,
yeah,
like, and
yeah.
it makes it,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, like this is Dover to Calais.
Yeah,
300 feet should be missing. The highest peak is 350 feet.
Yeah.
So you should kind of see a few little peaks,
yeah.
but you can see it all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
You know, like that there. That's what one of the longest distance photographs. 273 miles.
Yeah.
But like 3 miles at high should be missing. The thing, I've actually got the maths wrong on that. It's I need to correct it. It's just that the leaflets are done. I think I've shortchanged myself. It should be more than 6 miles high.
Yeah, yeah.
Is missing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to see any of this land, but we
Yeah, but you
can.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so we're challenging them when you think, you know, like if this maths is based on it's Pythagoras theorem, spherical trigonometry. Okay. Yeah, please do. You know. So yeah, because you've got a great spot. Once you get them, if you become a flat earther, you get them in your chair, and then they can't go.
Yeah.
You can talk to them about flat earth. Yeah, no, it's worth researching. When you start researching in this, you start realising that we're being lied to on so many levels.
Yeah, I always thought that NASA was always going up into space.
So what about the moon landing with you? Where did you feel with it? The moon landing?
When Neil Armstrong?
Yeah.
I
I bought it. I believed it. 100% believed it. You know, like Star Trek fan, all sorts, and
Yeah, I suppose at a time when TV was
yeah.
becoming quite big, and you can put the power of persuasion to people, can't you, through TV?
Yeah.
So they can change the graphics or
Yeah.
change your mindset
That's
to
right.
believe what they think is real.
Yeah.
So
But when you start looking
How
into
would
all
you
the
know?
anomalies of the
Yeah.
moon landings, I don't know if you know, like no blast crater, waving flags. Oh god, it's endless. Noise is heard in it. What's it on the moon? You know, like the astronauts take. The astronauts take a cable or something, they throw it at the limb and it goes doing. You're not meant to hear all of these noises and that. And
so with the sun and the moon, do you think it goes round in like?
yeah, come over. Let me introduce you.
Yeah, because that's what.
We don't have an actual a concrete definite model of flat Earth, but we use these sort of diagrams to kind of explain how it works.
Yes, it goes round.
Well, when you look at the sky, I mean, like you see the sun, and it looks and appears the same size as the moon. Okay, so we're suggesting that the sun is not 400 times bigger, 400 times further away.
Yeah.
You know, we're suggesting that it's more local. Not sure, kind of like we're about maybe 3,000-4,000 miles away, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot more local. Like if I have a torch here and I shine a beam here, it's not going to light up the whole square, you know, the whole street. It'll light a small area, and that's just how that would possibly work on a flat Earth.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes
this
sense.
Is the ice wall all the way round.
Well, so you've heard the ice wall, okay? I'm not a big fan of, you know, the claim of the big ice wall and all that. We have seen photographs of 200-foot ice wall, okay? Whether that's all the way right round, that's open to debate.
Yeah.
But we know the way a shoreline works. A beach, water doesn't drop off the edge of the beach and then, you know, like floods. Well, if it gets high enough, it can do. But we know the way a shoreline works. So I'm quite happy the fact that there could be a 200-foot ice wall. It could be just a shoreline. I don't know. But what I do know is, I don't know if you know, there's an Antarctic treaty set in place.
Right, okay.
There's two treaties. You've got the Arctic Treaty and the Antarctic Treaty. Well, the Antarctic Treaty is signed by 53 countries, forbids us all from going there. We're not allowed down there, you know, like, and people that have been there, they've been thrown in prison.
What is this in the middle?
Okay, so
Is this the outer bit you're on about?
well, we're suggesting that we don't know if there's we're not suggesting there's an edge. That's just a photograph there. An image on there. Land could go on forever. We expect could be ever expanding. I mean, we accept that space is that infinite and ever expanding. We've got no proof of that. That's just the theory. So, if that's north, right there in the centre, you're north. That could be west, my left arm, and then if I'm still pointing north, and I am circumnavigating you, going west, but you're still north, you know, like so, and it makes perfect sense. If our summer, because you get a 24-hour sun, so in our summer, So when we get a 24-hour sun, it's about a couple of weeks a year or so, and then as the sun starts going out and it starts meeting, I think it's Capricorn, and then it goes out even further, and it goes into the equator. It goes out even further to Cancer, and then it goes out even further. Now this would be their summer, and that would be our winter, which kind of all fits and makes sense. You know, the seasons and that. So yeah. We've got kind of like a pretty good idea how all this is working, but there's I'd say we're 1% of a 100-piece jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
You know, one piece. Yeah.
If NASA is saying that the Earth is round, and the Van Helm belt exists, isn't it?
Right.
So it's the radiation belt, isn't it? So
Well, that's right. So how did they get through that?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
The Van Allen belts. You know, like they throw all these obstacles in there, and then they can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's it.
So yeah, I mean that could be what they.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you've been looking into it.
Yeah.
In that leaflet, there's a website, FE Start.
Okay.
There's loads of great videos in that.
Yeah.
You know.
So quick picture of it.
Yeah, you go ahead. So this is what was your first name?
Lee.
So this is Lee. He does he cuts hair for the homeless here. You know, like, which is brilliant. And his friend will give out. What does he give out? Some sort of food packet? Is it?
We give out free haircuts.
Yeah.
And then with the money that we raise by donations, we go to the wholesalers.
Right.
Buy big bags of rice in.
Yeah.
And we cook it all up and hand it out to the
Well, if you're accepting donations, I haven't got a lot. I'd like.
People just put like small change down, like.
Yeah, but let me give you the, because I thought it was an amazing idea, and I'm so for what you do. It's not a lot.
You sure?
Yeah, you're positive. No, great. No, I think it's fantastic what you guys are doing.
Yeah. I'll have to look into it a bit more.
All right then. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, bit of act of kindness there. I like what these guys are doing. Yeah, I mean, I accept that there is an ice wall and that. I think God, we need to get down there, don't we? We need to confirm that, you know, these videos and pictures and what we see. And it seems like I don't think that those in Antarctica are actually disputing that there's an ice wall. There is an ice wall. I think they're okay, but it's whether it goes round. Whoa, what would it be? Is it over 70,000 miles or something? It's whether it goes round all the whole distance. I'm not sure, but maybe. It's one of them things I just don't know. So, yeah, great what they do, isn't it? We should have that in every town. You know, because in every town we've got homeless people. Is it quite bad here?
Yeah.
It is.
But I think in Glastonbury people are quite lucky in the sense that they can get a meal pretty much every day.
All right.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Various charities, and we've got all kinds of different spiritual representations here in
Right.
Glastonbury.
Yeah.
So you have like pretty much every denomination helping out, you know, so
That's
they
brilliant.
probably don't do too badly actually.
Yeah. Good. Good. Especially this time of year as well. It's getting colder and
colder.
colder.
A lot of people here living in vans, a lot of van living around Glastonbury.
Right.
You know,
All right.
as well. People live in sheds and
Well,
tents.
we've been in pretty much comfort in the camper van, and even that's been freezing. You know, temperatures really dropped now. You know. All right. So yeah, people at Glastonbury are starting to wake up.
Yeah, it's cold as well today, so it's like.
Yeah. And this is I've got Jacob. Is it Jacob? Jacob.
Sure.
Yeah, it is. I'll speak to him in a minute. I've been to camp a few times and that. And I used to think Jacob here as I used to think this when I first met him. I used to think this was John Thor. Okay. Sorry, John. Yeah, because how he used to talk about John Thor, and I thought it was him. This guy. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Glastonbury, please wake up. That's good. That. Trying to leave it there, buddy. There you go. Okay. Can't get anyone to sit on our seat. They don't want to sit next to us. Right. Yeah, a little quiet. Oh, I see. Got Lisa over there, flat smacking. Lisa's flat smacking on the other side of the road. There you go. Is she getting a hard time?
I have sort of heard snippets.
Yeah.
He's saying you've got to throw all of everything out, all the physics. All I heard was you've got to throw all the physics out. I thought, well, yeah, throw them out then.
Yeah.
Throw them out.
Yeah.
Start fresh.
But,
What's wrong with that?
The thing is, we're not suggesting that it's all
Exactly,
wrong.
you know,
What we're saying is that, you know, like, we're being lied to. We're not saying it's all wrong, because at the end of the day, I've got my phone in my hand. I'm sure there was some physics that went into that.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some people are so extreme, one or the other. Oh.
No, that's right. Yeah, generalising. Are we in a good spot here? Because it was debatable whether to be the one down below. Yeah, it was just kind of, yeah.
I thought actually you might have actually gone there.
I was looking at that one and then.
The building there, you know, I thought you might go.
That's right.
Building, but no, this is good. This is good.
This is
There's
okay.
only, you know, people will still walk up here, but
Yes.
it just takes longer time, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. Oh no, you're very welcome. No, that's okay. Yeah, buddy.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Good travelling?
Did you go flat camp?
I did.
Well done.
I went to
Is it
Scotland.
cold?
It was way past my level.
Yeah.
Mind you, there's people like, you know, John, he's seriously hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't know where these guys do it, because they wander around barefoot, and I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Oh, Dave Mantle does the same. You know, he does barefoot walking and that. Because yeah, it was cold the other day. We went to a campsite and he's just walking around, you know, like in his bare feet. And yeah, really hardcore. I mean, like, because I'm a wimp when it comes to cold.
Well, you know, quite often I wear Crocs and bare feet.
Yeah.
But the problem you've got is that your feet are your kidney. There's kidney points on your feet.
Yeah.
If you get your cold going up your feet into your kidneys,
Right.
it's really hard to get warm again.
Is it?
You know, I mean,
Right.
it's classic. I mean, that's why when you go to bed and your feet are cold,
Yeah.
you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
You ever experienced that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
You
I've
can't-
never really thought about it, but yeah.
But I mean, these guys seem to have cracked it with their temperature. You know, John, I really like Colin.
Yeah, he does a bit of that as well.
Yeah,
Did he go to the camp, Colin?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Colin. Yeah.
People I don't think that were there who were normal.
Oh, me?
Leslie and what's his name?
Oh, Leslie. Oh, that's a shame.
But there was about like 20 or 30 people there.
No.
It was a great camp.
Maybe in the summer when it's warmer.
It's so seriously hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, that camp was so freezing.
Yeah.
I never.
Well, you probably all huddle. Did you?
You see this? That I never even. You know, I had another coat on as well.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
even got out of
Yeah.
any of the coats.
Would you kind of huddle in a tent somewhere in a big
Oh,
group? Did
God.
you have a group tent or anything?
Well, there was this kind of funny thing whereby John and that lot got there early and they picked the most scenic points.
All right.
But that meant it was like
That was the
everybody
communal
else-
area.
No, everybody else was, you know, in the place was hiding down in the ditch
Yes.
to try and get away from the wind.
Yeah.
Because the wind was perishing.
Really?
I mean, we're talking. It was like, so it was 8 degrees, 7 or 8 degrees.
Yeah.
And then the wind. That's about the wind chill.
Yeah.
And the wind was, I think when I got there Thursday, Friday, it was 20.
Yeah.
Almost 29.
Yeah.
And it was piercing to the
Yeah.
bone. Like I never really fully relaxed.
No.
But, I was saying, right, I went to Shell Island. Yeah, so it was nice to see. It was the first feast camp I got to.
Yes.
And Victoria and Tom ran it really well.
All right.
I
Brilliant.
thought
They done well, did they?
they create a lovely atmosphere.
Excellent.
It's really nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well done, Victoria.
Try and get
Well done, Tom.
The problem is the one in August is when I run small festivals.
You do.
Well, I don't run it, but I manage.
You're part of,
I manage.
where's that to?
It's a yoga festival around here.
All right,
and
okay.
I earn a living doing it.
Do you live here as well?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, I'm a local.
Yeah, you're local.
Three of us main flat earthers. There's me, Araya, and Lisa.
No problem.
The other main flat earthers are in us three.
Well, you got Nicholas as well.
Three main flat earthers
yeah,
over
yeah.
a while, hasn't it?
Nicholas,
It's
come
me,
here.
you and Lisa.
Yeah.
Is there any other?
Yeah. Have you met Nicholas?
Yeah, and there are some on the cover as well, like Michael Malik. There's also Michael from Circulus and Jenny. You know, they know the
Jenny's from Circle.
Yeah, you know Jenny, the singer.
Yeah.
She's also flat earther, but she's too busy doing it. I mean, they don't sort of get involved,
sure.
but they know it's flat. Yeah.
Oh, Jenny is, oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Jacob, let me introduce you to Nicholas. Another
flat
flat. He's a local, lives here.
You live here as
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Glastonbury, yeah.
How long have you been into it?
God, I kind of said my whole thing. Sort of since thought about it.
Yeah.
In about 1985.
Oh, right,
When I lived in India. It's a long time.
A long
But
time.
sort of, I got reconfirmed by it all about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And that really was when it all kind of
The
went
new
wrong.
emergence
Yeah.
of it all again.
Where 4 years ago is when I got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always questioned it, and I kind of knew it because of my experience living in the Himalayas and looking through telescopes. And
Yeah.
I already mentioned it earlier. But,
You know what?
I'm thinking, why isn't the land dropping away? And asking my teacher, why isn't the land dropping away all these miles with this visibility, you know? And he just couldn't answer me. So, oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I used to drive for 20 years across the plain from Madrid
Yeah.
to the south. And I used to always go in there and I go, because you know in Spain you get this incredible visibility.
Yeah.
As it's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Because they said you can see kind of Morocco
Yeah,
as well, and down there.
Because you try
Sure.
much more than you do here a bit because.
Well, the humidity in all the air, you know.
Yeah.
And I used to drive across that and I used to think, well,
Well, that was it.
I can see all of it.
Yeah.
And I used to think, how can you see all this?
No, I was.
See towns 20 miles away.
Yeah. With no dropping away, nothing.
Well, how can you? And so when I actually got introduced to someone at the festivals,
Yeah.
Jim Flat Area, it wasn't, do you know, it didn't take long. Does that make sense?
No,
Right.
so me.
Yeah.
It was like
Okay.
Yeah.
an hour
Yeah,
of kind of like my brain just melted out and then
No.
regrouped, and that was it.
I went, okay, yeah.
It
it's
is.
brilliant.
Makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah. No, it was agony for me. I had to do so much research for me to let go.
Yeah.
I was in agony with it all. You know.
I just wish someone had said that. I mean, I was listening to Lisa. Lisa is, she questioned from like time.
Yeah.
And I go, I
Yes,
just never
I've heard,
questioned
that's
for
right.
From time. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? I mean, for
See, I always
instance,
did. I always questioned everything.
for
I was just
instance,
like
when you're a
that.
kid,
Yeah, you're annoying.
when you're a kid, the obvious
Still
question is, how can people be on the other side of the world and
Yeah.
not,
That
not
was all
be
these
upside
stupid
down?
things, you know.
Do you
Like,
know what I mean? Like
I
how
always remember the school thing of the bucket, you know.
Yeah.
The bucket spin. It's
Yeah.
like really. Even
But I get grown adults coming with that.
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. That's just nonsense. What are they talking about?
Still regurgitating that
Yeah.
rubbish.
Even people that are really educated are still.
Regurgitation of something they were told when they were 6. My
Yeah.
daughter's 6. She knows. She's a flat earther.
Yeah.
She says, "Dad, don't worry, I'll deal with it when they teach me at school."
Oh, love to be a fly on the wall there.
I loved one of Harry's interviews where he interviewed a teacher,
Yeah.
and the teacher had given up being a teacher because they couldn't.
Yes. Wasn't that brilliant? Yeah, I seen that.
And I thought that must be a really difficult thing to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Because you have to regurgitate.
No. There's a teacher down my way, and you know he's a flat earther, but he can't. He said I can't come out. You know, his job will be on the line, be ridiculed. All sorts. I can leave it there, buddy. There you go. Yeah. He said that that he can't come out, and and tell everyone, you know, like, because imagine having that conversation in the staff room and then the ridicule from the kids and all that. And I get it. It just, it can't. Flat Earth can't work in the school at the moment. You know, too much mockery.
Who was it? I was reading someone was doing a talk at school, some schools. Do you remember?
Marilyn.
Is it Marilyn?
Marilyn, yeah, she was in America.
Is it American?
Yeah.
I suppose the kids, maybe if they've come from a Christian background, then they're more open to it,
Yeah.
maybe.
But there's also that one. It's oh god, I forgot his name. He's the one who lets all the balloons up, defies gravity and all that in India somewhere, I think. You know, like he had the whole. He was talking to all the classroom of kids and that. I think it was India or somewhere like that.
Actually, you know, one of the things that the Flat Earth truth that really got to me at Shell Island, and it's been getting to me for the last year or so, which I hadn't really considered at first. It was the moon in the sky at the same time as the sun.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes. Yeah.
Constantly. Me and Lisa were talking about it and saying, well, does that mean we just have the moon and sun?
Yeah.
Said the world doesn't have the moon and sun.
And that's right. And did you get to see this 24-hour moon? Now, Lisa was talking about the 24-hour moon.
But this, you know, you can often see the moon in the day.
Yeah.
You can often see it.
That's right.
And it doesn't make any sense because you're brought up with this idea of the sun
And the moon,
shining past the earth and the moon's over there.
That's right.
And it doesn't make any sense.
I need to look in a bit more to it. I need to speak to Dave Marsh about it. He's the expert when it comes to the moon, and I need to have a proper sit down with him.
I realised it was one of the hugest flat earth.
Yes. Yeah. That's right, because the moon's out. It's out today somewhere. I did see it before.
Yeah. It's one of the hugest flat earth proofs there is.
I think so.
How can you be seeing the moon always?
Yeah. Because somewhere else is not getting the moon.
Yeah. How can you?
Yeah.
Be seeing it so much.
No, that's right.
You know, and
yeah.
And it's just such a silly philosophy, this one about the moon being over here and the earth.
No, that's right.
That's
right.
I mean, the whole thing.
It's silly, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then okay, what about eclipses then? How does this eclipse ever kind of get in front of it? Or it's kind of silly, it is.
No, I mean, as you go on over the years, you kind of realise almost how stupid the ball earth thing is.
Yeah, how taken in we've been.
You know, how irrational it is.
It is. It is.
It's actually very irrational.
Especially when I start looking into things like relativity and that when you start really sitting down and using your mind to think about these the possibilities of what relativity would mean, that the further you go out. You know, let's say if you had this amazing rocket ship, you know, like, and you could go out, and at what point are you relative to the Earth? You know, like when you go out further and further and further, and it makes no sense. Relativity, it's stupid.
It is kind of mind-blowing, the whole thing. And I also think the very childlike truths of how does anybody, you know, go on the other side of the world and stand up and, you know, I mean.
Yeah. You know, because what you're describing is silly all by itself, but
silly. It's like the whole thing.
You've got to suspend this silliness, and this is our reality.
So sometimes I almost feel sorry for people who are kind of connected to Ball Earth, because they've adopted a kind of very stupid mental approach to life. Does that make sense? You know, and I had for years.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you've backed yourself into a corner.
Yeah.
Into this, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way of looking at the world.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think that you're looking at a different way, at a stupid way and all that. You're just being. I feel like we're all being blinkered and closed-minded.
I mean, but you've kind of basically been taken into this world that's like that.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, so in some ways you can kind of almost feel sorry for people. Really.
Yeah.
It's just such a ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we get a. Yeah. Right. I'll leave it there.
I don't think we've been lied to.
Okay. You don't?
No.
All right. Why is that?
But I agree the Earth is flat.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think we've been lied to.
But we're being taught that we live on a globe.
Say again.
We're being taught that we live on a globe, though. So how are we not being lied to?
Because we're all here to awaken ourselves and to awaken. And
Okay.
we can get told a lot of rubbish. We know there's a lot of rubbish
No, there is.
told to us.
Yeah.
But how can you know what you know and I know what I know? Because that's part of the game that we're all in. It's just about
Okay,
awakening.
I accept that. Yeah, yeah.
And the truth is, it's all a hologram anyway. It's all,
Hologram.
no,
Is it? I'll keep you away.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
It's you know, it's all energy in the higher truth, isn't it?
Right, right. I think that's the hardest part. I'm slowly opening my mind to the possibilities of what you're saying there, but I'm not on that level yet. I find that it's a difficult subject what you're talking about.
Have you ever taken mushrooms?
I haven't, not
mushrooms?
myself, no. No.
Well, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Okay.
I'm not a big drink. I'm not addicted to anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was fortunate to try mushrooms. I
Okay.
trust my intuition,
Right.
and I took it instinctively, and it showed me. You know, as you see now, if you look, you see
Yeah.
the light coming through.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Everything is that
Right.
in the higher picture.
I got you.
When you really tune yourself to
Yeah,
higher
yeah.
consciousness,
Yeah.
that's what we are.
Oh,
We're
right.
light beings.
Yeah.
Are you recording me here?
I am. We're live, you see, so I'll keep your face off there.
Okay. I mean, how does that resonate with you with what I just said?
Yeah, I find it really difficult to. It requires a lot of deep thought. It requires. I find it very difficult talking about spiritualism.
Just put the camera on that.
Yeah,
Just
let's have a look. See what we.
Lisa showed me
I'll
the
do
other
that.
day the sun rising, or was it sun setting?
Yes,
and it just
yeah.
looked like that.
Right.
Because the more that we attune to who we are,
Okay.
that's what it's all about.
Yes.
When we're children or when we're
Yeah.
young, we're naive, we're gullible. But this is what I believe is part of the game.
Yeah,
This is what-
yeah.
When we believe in who we are
Yeah.
and stay open,
Yeah.
pure spirit will come through us. Whereas if we're closed,
Yeah,
and we're,
yeah.
I don't believe the earth is flat, or we've got these.
So how do we kind of like become onto this level? Is it something that is it a teaching? Is it something that we can learn? Is it?
Absolutely.
It is.
It's what I always say. Stay open to anything that you hear.
Yeah.
And do not negate anything.
Yes.
But meditate on it yourself after.
Right, okay.
That's what I always say. And if
Yeah.
it resonates with you, and that's my truth.
Yeah.
If something feels good to me, feels right, then I step forward.
Gotcha.
If something doesn't feel
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
I step
yeah.
to the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're
I can see that.
we're feelings, but in truth, the feeling comes from our thought anyway. Our thoughts are very fast.
Right.
So if we feel good,
Yeah.
then we're communicating nicely together. If you're being receptive and willing to hear,
Yeah.
then we've already got a connection.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if we're
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
then we haven't got connection.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the truth is, it's about connections.
Right.
And we can have it, and primarily with ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the highest truth. That's
Yeah.
always, my teacher's always been my own
Gotcha.
truth.
Yeah, yeah. There's an awful lot of flat earthers that do think exactly the way that you think. An awful lot.
Well, it's
I think we're all growing. I think we've all.
beautifully.
Yeah, I think we're all growing. Yeah, my cards are on the table now. I think I should be questioning everything now. You know.
Well, that's it. We're here to we're co-creators.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of fallen or
Yeah,
fell
yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
game, whatever. I
Yeah.
don't really go too much into the negativity. I
No.
do my best to stay in the light.
Yes. Okay.
And stay. There's so much to work out. So why? I don't focus too much on the hows or whys.
Yes.
I just focus on what I'd like to see in the world.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everybody sharing.
Gotcha.
Everybody happy.
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
And
Yeah.
so the more that we, I know Lisa really well,
Yeah.
and I just said to Lisa, this is it, this is Flat Earth is the gathering of 2018, because
Yes.
it's the master year this year. It's,
Yeah. It breaks all boundaries of it, all religions, cultures. It breaks everything.
brings people together.
It
and
does,
that's
it does.
the highest truth again. That doesn't matter what people believe, because that's where they're at themselves.
Yeah.
What is important is how can we connect
Yeah, yeah.
and release our limitations that segregate us.
Yeah.
And Flat Earthers do it, so congratulations, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's anything that brings people together is the pilgrimage, is the awakening.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I believe this is going to lead on to more high teachings.
Okay.
This is the flat Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're going to keep walking up the crystals.
I do. I like what you're saying. I do. I like that.
We're going to keep walking up the, you know.
Yeah.
To the ascension.
Okay.
I believe that we are ascending. We're in our time. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
trillion eons away. It's our time.
It's our time.
You know, it's for us all.
All right. Yeah. I just met your friend, and your name is?
Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah.
So Lisa, I've just been enlightened by Tanya. She's lovely, Tanya. So this is your friend. This is Lisa's friend, Tanya. You know. Yeah. So you spend quite a bit of time together?
Yeah.
You do.
She's my soul sister in Glastonbury.
All right. Very good. Brilliant.
My harmonious, beautiful Libran sister.
Yeah. And do you sing as well with her? She's got an amazing, beautiful voice.
She has. I just said to her this morning, wouldn't it have been great if we'd had Lisa blasting out?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we
that's
can
right.
do
We
that
should have
next
got.
time.
Yeah, that's right. We should have got an amp and a microphone together and get a few singers and that.
It's going to happen.
It's all early days.
It's party.
It's early
gonna
days.
Be one big party soon.
Have you been along to her parties? She's had a few parties and that.
Great parties.
Great. Yeah, she invited me up a few times and I never found
Where
the
do you
time.
live?
By Torbay. Torbay, you know, like Torquay, Paynton.
All right.
Yeah,
How is it
very
there?
well. Sorry?
How is it there?
It's
Enjoy living there?
yeah, I do. It's gorgeous. It is down there because I'm in the best of everything. I've got the seaside in front.
Yeah.
I'm in the countryside. I've got towns all around me. I've got a city either side. So I feel like I'm in the middle of everywhere.
When I first walked up with you about an hour ago and saw Lisa and
Yeah.
saw you,
Yeah.
I know you.
You feel as though you know me.
That's the truth again. When people are doing good and we're
Yeah.
resonating,
Yeah.
we know each other.
Yeah.
I said, I know you.
Well, that's good. That's nice. Yeah, and we give a leaflet to this guy.
Yeah,
That's good.
namaste,
All
thank
right.
you.
Oh, well, she's lovely. There you go, buddy. Would you like a leaflet there?
No, it's all right, thanks.
There you go.
Are you all together?
Yeah, there's a few of us. Yeah.
Been here a while. I've got YouTube on at home now.
Excellent.
So when I
All right, then, buddy. Yeah. So he's spread the word. Yeah.
they advertise the reward a bit more. Have you seen the reward on YouTube where some man is offering £100,000 if you can prove the pilgrimage?
I've seen that. Yes.
A lot for Earth for this.
Yeah. There's a few rewards. I think there's a 10,000 one as well in that.
And to charity, any charity you like.
Yeah.
Like that.
That would be awesome. That. You know. That's weird. Look at that little kid there. Little kid who's smoking. How cool's that? I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but he just randomly walked up to this guy with the hat and gave him a bag of popcorn for him to put in the microwave. That was the most random thing I've seen.
The longer you stay here, the more random things will happen.
Oh, that was odd. That I know. He's looking at a young kid. He's got a cigarette in his mouth and all that. He says he just goes, "You got this popcorn? Do you fancy some popcorn, mate?"
It's like that big.
Oh, that tickled me. That did. So it all happens in Glastonbury. Yeah. So this guy's he's taking photographs of every part, you know, every part of it. Weird.
Where?
Someone just told me in England.
Really?
England?
Yeah, and it's 1/1 of 11.
Right.
Let's get off. Did you hear this? Cannabis may be legalised today. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but I think it's from
I think it's just for
medicinal, is
CBD
it?
stuff, isn't it? It's just the
Is it?
oils. If you can prove to them that your limp is.
Come on, John. You need to get on that. Which part of cannabis has been legalised today? Is it CBD? Is it? What's? Yeah, it could be that. What do you think, John? You're right there.
Yeah, just wondering. So you can't walk across the North Pole.
Oh, you can.
So, right, I'm showing you on map. I don't understand. There's no one ever done this. One little fact.
What's that?
Oh, the North Pole. So you're saying
The South Pole, yeah. There's an Antarctic treaty there in place.
You can't walk around.
You really
so
can't.
You can only go in that direction. And what happens if you get to there?
Well, it could go on forever. I mean, like this is it could be infinite for all we know. We don't know.
Right.
You know, this is just we haven't got a big enough board. I mean, I don't know how to describe infinite.
So when people have mapped it, they've mapped what? This edge.
When you say people.
Well, I don't.
If you go, read the ledgers of who's it, Captain Cook. Look at his ledgers and that. He supposedly went round the South Pole. He went round the South Pole. It was only meant to be a certain amount of time, a certain amount of distance, and I believe it took him about 70,000 miles in the end, and he spent quite a few years trying to do it. It makes no sense.
I mean, it's not just Captain Cook. People have ice stations in the Antarctic.
But we don't know where they are, whereabouts. I mean, like because yeah. I mean, let's say they look on their map, okay, and they turn around and say that they're. It's, for instance, 500 miles to the South Pole, okay, 1,000 miles to the South Pole. So they go off any point. They go off to 1,000 miles. They look and then they're convinced that that's where the South Pole is.
Right.
But they could go off anywhere and think that.
Could it not be the other way around? Could it not be that the South Pole's down there and the North? What makes you think it's the South Pole's on the edge? And not
well, we know the North Pole's there. We know where England is. We know as you go further up, there's the North Pole. Okay, so
then if you're in Australia and you go further south and then you meet the South Pole. So
but this is I tell you what the difference is. This flight doesn't exist from, let's say, Sydney to Santiago that way. That flight doesn't exist. Okay, this is what this is the flight. This is the flight.
I've flown. I've flown that way. So if I've flown to New Zealand,
okay,
across America,
yeah,
then I've just gone round a big arc where I could have actually just gone straight over the North Pole.
Okay, well, this is the flights. This one here is Sydney. Now I just said that flight doesn't exist from there to go around and then come out there to Santiago. That's the flight that happens. You go from Sydney, you go all the way up, and then you come all the way down to Santiago.
So no one's ever flown Australia to Santiago. And no one's ever flown from Australia to
right
Brazil.
Across the South Pole. No one.
Okay, I'm going to go and check that out.
And one other thing to check out as well. 24,900 miles in circumference, okay, of all the explorers and all the expeditions that's ever happened. We've got solar planes that can stay up there for months at end. No one has ever done that journey. We've gone around the equator how many times, but no one's ever done north to south a complete journey. That journey doesn't exist.
Right, okay.
No, that one's a strange one.
I don't have enough facts.
No, you don't. Look, I know you're a little bit.
Some things you're giving me, you're just saying, no, that doesn't exist, and I need to.
No, that's fine. That's okay. No, you can't. I'm the crazy man in the. I'm the crazy man in the street. You're to go away and say that. No, I'm not suggesting you did. Yeah.
So there's things that you say that everyone claims this is true.
Yeah.
And it isn't because it's not been proved to me personally.
No,
and
that's
you're
right.
telling me that's the case.
Yeah.
That hasn't been proved to me
Yeah.
personally either. So where do I stand if I can?
You walk away and do your own research and don't believe what I'm saying. Okay. You have to. Look, there's a website there, FE Start. It's got some great information for you to check out and then verify. Okay. Do you want to grab it?
No, it's all right.
You can remember that, festart.co.uk. Doesn't want the leaflet. Right. That's a shame. Don't want the leaflet, and you might have actually learnt something. No, hemp oil, not cannabis oil, is the cure. Oh, okay. Is it not?
No.
Okay.
My opinion.
Good.
Load of bollocks.
Okay. I am?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
There's a young lad here.
In my opinion, it's not flat.
But once you start researching it, you'll know it's flat.
Shut the fuck up.
boy at school,
Yeah.
it's the teacher's pet. He
Re-
listens well to the teachers.
Really?
He's been
I
well
reckon- we reckon.
indoctrinated. He reckons the earth is...
Yeah.
Truly spherical.
Yeah, he's been...
Or was it
he's the teacher's
pear-shaped?
Yeah.
They can't keep up with it. They can't keep up with their own model.
So Araya's speaking to the young lad at the moment. Yeah, it's that lad there, but I don't want to. I try and not put kids on there. Let you have a listen.
The horizon if it was a ball, so they'd like to.
No, but the world's technically not flat.
No, it's flat.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If our honest beliefs...
It's flat. It's flat. It's flat.
It's not flat! It's not flat! It's not flat! It's not flat! Don't come near me, bro! Yeah, what she said.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
No, she's mad.
You're mad! You're fucking dead!
Kids, you love.
Yeah, there, buddy. Would you like a leaflet there?
You don't actually believe this shit, do you?
Oh, well, I used to believe in that we lived on a 1,000 mile an hour spinning ball in space. I don't do that
Yeah.
anymore. That was a
It's a
belief.
CIA thought experiment,
No,
you know that.
This is what we know now.
If that was true, then we wouldn't be able to make observations that are not possible.
Yeah.
Because you can test the Earth's curvature and it's 8 inches miles away. And it doesn't matter. So that's what it comes down to.
Only God knows.
Yeah, right.
No, we know. We know
Oh, we're getting a few people. Oh no. A few people stopping, maybe.
Yes. I've only been
Come on, guys. Come back down and take a nose.
I was 13 years in Italy, my wife's Italian. Yeah. Coming back.
Oh, that was an awful face. You see that then? That was a funny face pulled. Well, that was a better face. She went, ooh, no. Yeah. Well, that's it. If they're having a laugh, they can take it away, laugh with somebody else, and maybe one of them will check it out. You don't know. Okay. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
Tell me the world is round.
No, it's not. It's flat.
Tell me the world is round.
What do you think? That was a good
God, they just say the world is flat.
Guy,
Honestly, God, I've
At least
seen
he's
them.
saying flat.
buddy, I agree.
You agree with me?
It is round.
Thank you.
It's just not sphere.
This guy's with me. He's saying
No, it's this one that's in a circle. It's a circle.
It's round, but it's not a sphere. You're meant to be on a ball, which is a sphere. A ball.
we're on the wall.
Yeah, that's what you believe. You believe that you're on a ball. I know it's just round. It's okay.
She's just nuts. She's just not right in the head.
There you go.
Very picture postcard, lots of money.
Oh.
People were just
Where are we on time? Do you know? Maybe this. Where are we on time?
we are at 12:57.
Okay, no problems. No problem. Just see how he's twisting things. I said, yes, I believe it's round. It's just not a sphere.
Yeah.
Well, I
Just
think
the area that we're in.
our area is
Our
round.
area is
yeah,
round.
yeah.
Okay, our area is round. There's much more.
I believe there's crystals underneath as well, and lots of beautiful.
My ancestors were Vikings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you think about your ancestors,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I've got ancestors that were Vikings.
Yeah.
And going back on like my mother's side, there's ancestors in northern India and Kashmir. Right?
Yeah.
So they've got that Vedic Viking.
Yeah.
Right? So I know in my heart that my ancestors went to those places. If
Right.
they were around.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
must have. Come on.
Yeah.
You know? what? It's nonsense for a few hundred years, you know.
It'd be interesting. Have you looked into like Viking sort of? I don't know if there's any like material that's written down anywhere.
It's hard, isn't it? Because the materials that you've got most access to about that, it's all the sort of mainstream myths.
Right.
You get your tree and you get Brazil and all of the myths about Vikings and all of that, but you don't really get the stories, you know, of people going off and doing. Yeah. I guess the exploration. Maybe they didn't. I don't know how they would have passed down the words.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because we've just had the Vikings.
I mean, there's no saying that information was destroyed anyway. Because history's been rewritten so many times.
That's right. Well, we just had there's a new series called The Vikings that came out, and that's just another interpretation by somebody else. And
it's great.
Yeah, it is.
But do you really know that was the real way of life of those people?
There you go.
Not.
Yeah.
Much less violence.
But people will take that on as that's factual.
Absolutely. They were just raping and murdering.
Yeah.
They were probably just fishing and exploring. And,
Yeah.
Doing what people do.
No, that's right.
Controls.
Yeah. So, a group of kids on the other side of the road, all heckling away, and. Oh, I need to put my jumper on. It's getting quite cold here. And as you can see, this is a sail now. But it's all tied back, just in case. Let's see if I can put my jumper on. Bear with us 1 second. You're going to be looking at the sky for a second. There you go, I'm all warmed up now. It was freezing, that one. Bit of a cold wind. Yeah.
An aeroplane, we fly over from New Zealand to here, you fly level, so you can take your seatbelt off and you're looking at freshman level, so you know you're flying level. And you can level for 10, 12 hours on a ball, you fly up into space.
Yeah, right. You come across it before?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Oh, right. So, what was your thoughts on like the Apollo landings on the moon?
I'm old enough to have sat and watched it on the television.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the footage
and all
that.
This, are you?
I'm pointing away from it. I haven't got you in on there. Okay.
Right. And I thought, who knows? Why haven't they been back?
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Have you seen like videos of all the anomalies that have been shot? You've seen some of them. That's kind of like really strange. No blast crater and waving flags and
supposedly is it the Van Allen belt?
Van Allen radiation belts.
So how did they get through that?
That's right. When they say they're extremely harmful.
So
so you're in two minds now, and so.
Ever since that was pointed out to me that, well, just because you saw it on the television doesn't mean it actually happened.
That's right. That's right.
I question everything now.
Well done. Well done. And you're open-minded.
Very.
Yeah. There's a website in there, and we're asking people to go to a website and watch some more videos and that.
Yes.
You know, for learning.
I do think
this is a big one to get your head round. Yeah. That's right. And the thing is, because of what we know, we're saying, why can't you just put a 24/7 camera on the moon and we can watch Earth spin round? We can watch it. But I don't think they're going to do that, are they?
No, but certainly we question everything. Tell all the grandchildren to do the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't believe everything you.
That's it. I mean, I think lots of people are quite happy. They don't believe the government's got our best interests at heart, and whether they'll tell the truth all the time. You know, I think we kind of know that. And why do we have to suspend that? You know, for education, science, and the space industry and that. Yeah. Question everything.
Absolutely.
All right.
Cheers, Jason. I've got to shoot off. But
Yeah.
absolutely lovely meeting you.
Yeah. Give us a
you guys
cuddle.
are doing a great job, guys.
Yeah, it's great seeing you. We'll be wrapping up soon anyway,
Sure.
and then getting off to Yeovil.
Well, good luck with them. If I can make it down to London, I will.
Yeah.
You know, but you'll see me online anyway with my.
Yeah. Well, we'll be live streaming.
Cool. All right.
then.
Cheers.
Cheers then.
Cheers.
That's Nicholas is on the way.
Take care, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'll see you online, all right?
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, buddy. So, there you go. That's Nick. There you go. It's like a. Is it?
So I'm interested in the maps.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be interested in producing a flat Earth map in code.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's anyone that was interested.
So you've been looking into kind of like the models of flat Earth? Because we're not happy with it ourselves. There's a lot of work to be done. You know?
So I've just been doing some kind of coding stuff for games.
Yeah.
Creating maps. So.
Okay.
And I've kind of got a world map standard.
Yes.
Geometry.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I could be relatively straightforward to produce a translation from.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. It's more difficult than you think. A lot of people have been working at this, and it's not quite tying up with what we expect to see. But we don't have all the data to do this properly. You know, there's a lot of things that aren't quite right with it. So this isn't at the moment. This isn't our model. This is almost like an explanation on how a flat Earth could work. Yeah, you carry on. You know. So like at the moment, that was the old Earth age map. That's what we call the azimuthal equidistant map. Okay, the AE map. Okay, so if the sun is here in the north, okay, and it's that'll be our summer. Okay, and then it goes out further would be our it will start coming into Tropic of Capricorn and then going into the equator, Tropic of Cancer, and it goes further out and becomes our winter, but it becomes sort of South Africa's summer and Australia's summer. So that's kind of how that works. Now, if you are north, if I come over here just to show you, if you are north and that is west, and that when we're going round, you're still north, I'm pointing north, and I'm going west, you know, so it's almost like a heading each time, you know, and that heading is every time I kind of like take a step, we have another west. So we're suggesting that south is in every direction.
Oh right, no, yeah.
So you get the concept, but it's kind of like the dimensions and where everything is. That's the hard part. Yes. All right. So
in geometry.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I've got the basic.
Yeah.
South is the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's then a question of how do you.
Because I mean.
So you're. You're accepting the kind of the longitude figures,
okay,
but the longitude just is translated from longitude to
you know, to just becomes a straight distance. From
Okay,
there.
okay.
That seems
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
So then it's just a question of how you translate the landmass.
That's right. That's right. Well,
and Jim.
I mean, we know all of this land mass is on a globe is wrong anyway. We know that, don't we? I guess we know that. I mean, if you go on, I don't know if you've seen the truesize.com website. You probably have been on that, have you? Truesize.com.
No.
Where you can actually take, things like Greenland and things like South Africa and all that, and you can bring them up to the equator, and then you get to see the correct size of the landmass, what they're meant to be, and then from there you might be able to make your own map from there. But then it's trying to place it in such a way that distances, make sense. And there's a lot of it still doesn't make sense. So we've got a lot of work on this map, on this model. Very early days.
What are the maps in existence at the moment? What are the flat Earth maps in existence?
Well, again, as I say, I mean, there's so many people working on so many different models. I think there's a chap called Antonius Substrates. If you go on YouTube, Antonius Substrates, I think his channel name is. He's actually put a call out for other map model makers to come forward.
He sounds just the person I need.
Yeah.
Damn, can I have a pen?
Guys, can you tell me, is it Antonius Substrates? Is it? I think it is, because he's Antonius Substrates. Thank you very much. Antonius Substrates it is. So if you get that one in, yeah, there you go. Antonio Substrates. There you go. And guys, I'm going to run out of battery soon, so hopefully we can get a charge before we get to Yeovil. Yeah, so he's on YouTube. He's done quite a few YouTube videos on this model, and I think he's trying to put a challenge out there to try and figure this out. So I think that's the guy that you need to speak to.
I had a phone. Yeah, I had one.
Well, exactly, yes. But I think when it's subject matter done,
So you've got pen and paper here?
I don't have a pen, no, I'm afraid not. Unless you want to take a photograph of my chat. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Let's do that. It was...
Yeah, it's not.
There you go. You get that?
Is that going to come out?
Might do. Might need to colour it a bit.
So what's your channel? You got your own channel?
Yeah. It's Jason of the Disbury family.
Jason
of the Disbury family. On the leaflet, you got a leaflet, haven't you?
Yeah.
So on there, that you've got Harry's channel on there. You'll have mine on there.
Oh, okay,
so just go to festart.co.uk. Yeah. Yeah, Harry is filming, but he's filming with his camcorder. He hasn't got his phone with him at the moment. I think he's lost battery, and same as me, I'm losing battery as well.
Antonio.
Okay. Yeah. Substrates.
Antonio. And then it's S.
Okay. S-U-B. I-R-A-T-S. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so right guys, we'll probably be closing this down, and hopefully we're going to get to Yeovil next. We'll be there very shortly. Got quite a few open-minded people in Glastonbury. So yeah, there's Glastonbury done. We met, Jacob was here, we got Lisa, Araya's here, we've had Nicholas come down.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's been a good day, and a kind donation from Nicholas as well. So thank you very much, Nicholas. But we still want to see you in London. Alright then guys, so I'm going to make it a wrap on this one now, and then we shall see you probably in about an hour, I would think. It won't take long to get to Yeovil, but we're going to finish the rest of the day off in Yeovil if we get off now. Okay then guys, catch you later.